The digital world moves fast, but real growth comes from real conversations. This is e-Coffee with Experts, where marketers and founders share what's actually working in SEO, AI, and digital growth. Grab your coffee and fuel your mind as we chat with top minds about their wins, struggles, and lessons you won't find in a blog post. Brought to you by Digital Web Solutions, we bring real talk to help you grow your business, one episode at a time. Let's get started.
Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to your show, E-Coffee with Experts. This is your host, Ranmay here. And today we have Tec Tony, who is the founder of Pathfinder Digital Marketing with us. Hi, Tony. How's it going?
Yo, how's it going? Good to see you. This coffee. I have water, so I'm breaking the regulations here, but I just had like 5 cups of coffee this morning, so I'm good in the coffee department.
No worries, no worries. Let me, Tony, first of all, thank you so much, for doing this with us. And before we proceed any forward, take us back to the beginning. What were you growing up, as a kid, and any early signs of being an entrepreneur or a strategist that you have become today?
First of all, a surprise and the disasters of a little kid. My dad is an entrepreneur. He owns a construction company in West Texas, so I kind of grew up in the construction trade, grew up on a ranch as well. And it wasn't until later in my life that when I started my company that my dad told me, he's like, you know what? I always knew you would do something on your own because you never worked good under a boss. You never have. And when I was younger, I would in elementary school, I got in trouble for this a lot. I got in trouble at school a lot. I would hustle Hot Wheel cars and trade them or sell them for more than what I got, and I would come home with stacks of cash and coins in my pocket. My dad was always like, what the heck did you do? I was like, I upsold the cars that you bought me and I made some money and I'm gonna go buy some more and buy what I want. And it was that type of thing that my dad would bring out with me. I was always getting into trouble when I was younger with electronics. The other half of my company is I own an IT division. And so I was the one that uploaded Halo to the school's company server so me and my friends can play wherever we were in school. And that was a big no-no, things like that. And all these weird knacks ended up me running my own digital marketing agency, going over 10 years strong with clients in 14 different countries.
No, lovely, lovely. Quite a journey.
Yeah.
Right. Talking about journey from comic books to MMA to data pipelines, how do these unexpected interests intersected to kind of make your career who you are today?
Well, I'm a nerd at heart. That's where the comic books come from. Actually, I mean, for those of you that are watching this live, there's literally Pokemon cards sitting behind me and some Batman stuff sitting behind me as well. And the MMA is just a good form of stress relief when you have those work days or you had that meeting with that one client and you had to smile through the whole meeting. It's nice just to hit somebody else in the face and get that stress over with as well. It's really weird because just being social in the MMA, so down here in the southern United States, we have a region called the Gladiator Promotions. They are the promoter for MMA, and I am a fighter I fought competitions for this company. And Rob, the owner of Gladiator Promotions, it was Impact before, and I was Gladiator. They became a client of mine, funny enough, because ticket sales weren't doing so hot, and me and my second in charge, Tim Tompkins, were having success with tickets, and I just went into business mode with boxing gloves on me, and I was like, hey Rob, let me help you with digital marketing. Let's get some more ticket sales in here as well, because part of the way that as an amateur fighter that we make money is based off ticket sales. More ticket sales mean more cash in the back of my pocket. So I was benefiting myself anyways. And now Rob has been a client for the last 2 years, and his company has grown, and we have pretty much damn near sold out every event he's put on since he's hired us.
Nice.
It's weird how things just work out like that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you've quite clearly kind of made it for his company and obviously in the Google Ads space. So from an expert standpoint, Tony, what would you say is the most broken about how small businesses are currently doing PPC or Google Ads?
Well, Ranmay, as you know, man, there are a lot of people in our industry that say a lot of things that are practically selling snake oil. right now, sadly, if you're a small business listening, do your due diligence and do some research before you hire somebody. And whether you're hiring someone off of Fiverr or off of Google search that you found someone, do some research. My agency, for example, we're a Google partner and we have our badge on our website. So if you click that, it goes to a directory on Google to verify I am who I say I am and I'm trained to do certain things. Sadly, right now, a lot of business owners, I'm dealing with one right now in South Carolina, a locksmith company. And locksmiths have their own thing on Google right now.
Yeah.
And he found this dude, paid him $800 to build his website, and he tried running ads, and Google disbanded his ads, took down his Google My Business listing, and took down his website. And it turned out that the guy who built his website, first of all, he built a locksmith site on Shopify. Like, what? So that doesn't make any sense. And he put malicious coding into his website that would redirect people to a not so good website. And as you know, the rules of the internet, Google doesn't like that type of stuff. And now, sadly, he's been blacklisted on Google. We're going to have to do a complete reset of his company. Oh, it's bad. And he was like, man, I thought I was getting a deal because I was paying him $800 to build my website and run my Google ads. Yeah, that's a deal. That's a deal all day and done wrong. And I feel bad for these businesses because they walk into this stuff and they get enticed by these salespeople promising the world, and they're just getting screwed in the end. And if you think hiring a professional is expensive, just wait till you pay the bill to hire an amateur. It's more expensive.
No wonder, you are a very strong advocate of DIY anything.
It's, digital marketing. I have a YouTube channel. All my education material is free. There's nothing wrong with the business doing it themselves, and that's fine. That's a beautiful thing about digital marketing. If a client wants to have a website and run Facebook ads, they can do it themselves. Unlike if they go to run TV ads, you can't just run TV ads. You have to go to a salesperson. You have to go to a TV company. And actually, they can do it themselves. It's just the client doing the right thing and some due diligence to make sure, am I doing this correctly so that, God forbid they're in one of those industries that are regulated like locksmiths, that they're doing it right.
Absolutely. And from your experience, what is the most expensive analytics myth you see business owners falling for?
The most expensive? Man, their business owners are leaving money on the table by not maintaining a Google My Business listing. They can make way more money off Google Maps than they can on their website. And that's probably the most expensive thing that I've seen business owners do. They either don't build the listing or they let Google create it on its own and it's not being maintained. And they're leaving money on the table, which it's cause expenses. I mean, that's more expensive than screwing up. It's not creating Google My Business and then educating themselves on maintaining it. It's a free platform outside what clients might pay me to maintain it, but it's a free platform that leaves a lot of money on the table.
Absolutely. And finally, Tony, you have been in the space for quite some time, and AI, machine learning kind of, have been one of the most significant, updates or revolutionary stuff that I've seen in this industry for quite some time now. So apart from the Google updates, obviously. So where do you think are we heading with all of this AI storm that we are in?
AI is great. Our agency 2 years prior to the whole ChatGPT going public thing, we were already using and implementing Google Bard at that time, which is now Google Gemini into our industry. But what I want businesses to know is this is now one of those things that are being very scammy, where people are probably calling you saying, you're not showing up for AI search. AI search is important, but you got to remember that Google search still maintains billions of searches per day, where I believe it's 70% of Google searches in the US market are small business related, as compared to, this is say ChatGPT, which is only dealing in 14 million users a day. It's still important. I've done some content where I show my analytics and it shows us ranking in ChatGPT on Google Analytics, but it's like 3 visitors a day 3 visitors a month as opposed to the average 700 visitors I get from just Google search alone. So is AI important? Yes. Right now, as a small business, you should be learning to leverage it and work on your SEO to leverage the AI. So when it becomes bigger, because it is, you are already ahead of the curve instead of trying to play catch up.
Absolutely. Lovely point there. Great, Tony. This has been a great conversation, and thank you so much for taking out time to do this with us. Really appreciate it, man.
Ranmay, it's been an honor. Thanks for having me, man.
Lovely. And for audiences, if they want to reach out to you, how would they do that?
Super easy to find me. I have a podcast. I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter. If you just look up Tec Tony or just Google my company, Pathfinder Digital Marketing, and that's tech without an H. It's just so I tried to brand myself a cool with my SEO. Now it's just stuck. It is what it is.
Right.
Look me up and please feel free to follow me, like, follow, share. Sadly, 80% of my 55,000 viewers last month on YouTube don't follow me. So like, follow, share. That keeps all my content free. I don't have a paywall for any of my educational material.
Lovely. That was a good pitch, man. Cheers.
Thank you.